Hey there. As you know, I like to preach the gospel as according to SpongeBob. And yeah, I'm going to tell you another one. Don't worry. I have a good point, I think. And that is SpongeBob's pineapple that he lives in. Don't hate me. It rotted, basically, and it just was awful. And he had to fix it, and he had to get a new one. So his friends came in to help him, and Sandy the squirrel had her idea, and the crab had his idea, and Squidward and everybody. Actually, Squidward just got drafted into it. That's beside the point. Patrick, wow. And they all had a completely different idea of the way the house is supposed to look. And I didn't even listen to poor old SpongeBob, who kept just saying, why can't a pineapple just look like a pineapple? And in the end, it was just a house that couldn't stand, didn't work. And the lowly snail had the key to it all, had a seed, which made it all better. But he didn't listen to the snail because it's just a snail who he thought was one to be fed. And of course, that's the perfect analogy for our lives. You know, two things. First of all, we let people, tell us who we ought to be. We ought to be what their idea of the proper person should be. They let their idea decide for them who you are, and you allow it. I allow it. We allow it. Couldn't happen without our permission. And then we end up, I think, trying to please so many people by meeting the expectations they have for us that, we're just a jumble of stuff. We don't even know who we are anymore. And I think when that happens, you get something that won't stand. When it comes down to it, it's a personality that is perceived to be something that maybe it's not, and it's just something that you're not going to be happy with because you kind of lost your vision of who you are. And in the end, I think sometimes you have to step back away from people and decide, this is who I am. I will be the constructor of my life. I will decide who I need to be when I grow up. I will decide what is best for me. It's good to take in the other people's opinions. It's good to see who other people are by showing you these things that they see, because it can help you have insight into others. I'm sure we look at people and expect them to meet our expectations sometimes too. We're all just human, So you can see who you are too by seeing how you are reflected in someone else's eyes. You want to see how you're doing? Look at the people that you attract, as I've told you before, because like attracts like. You don't like what you're seeing, you don't like that, then you need to start looking in the mirror to see what you can do about it, because you're not going to fix nobody else unless they're there to be fixed and ready and willing to do it. That just ain't the way it works. But also, it's not just that. I think it's also about our own inner self. We have an idea. I should be this. I should be that. These different aspects of our own personality tend to, I think, play out sometimes, and we create a life that maybe is true to us and right, but sometimes maybe we also create a life or a feeling or whatever because it's what we think we ought to do, or it's what is expected of us. So very often, we create maybe a false exterior because we don't want anybody to know the true interior, or maybe we don't know who that is yet in here, or maybe it's just because we don't know what else to do. And I think sometimes you have to look at your life and your experiences and look in the mirror, take time out, maybe decide who you are, who you want to be. You happy? If you're not, what can you do to fix that? What can you do to make the life be the life you want it to be? To make you be the person you want to be? Okay, that's just my thoughts for today.